What's going on, boys and girls? It's Saturday, and today I'm making some mashed rutabaga and potatoes. This is going to be a great recipe. You know, you can do both the potatoes or the rutabaga separate, but I'm just doing them together just because they both have totally different tastes, and matching them together just gives you a really good dish. It's going to be a great meal. I'm going to try not to keep this video long. Let's get started. All right, you know, in Alabama in October, you're going to hear some football playing in the background, so excuse the noise if you can hear that. Shouldn't be distracting though. Anyway, I've got 5 Yukon Gold potatoes, and they're small. Got a rutabaga right there. That's a medium-sized one. Got some cream cheese. Got some sour cream. Got some Lowry seasoning salt, got some Grey Poupon mustard, got a package of good seasonings, Italian dressing and recipe mix, and of course we've got some butter. We've already got the water boiling. We're gonna have to do the rutabaga first because it's gonna take the longest to cook, so we'll get it prepared first. Now I wanted to show you something. With rutabaga, if you've never done one before, I've just peeled all that waxy coating off of it, but this is not quite ready because it's still got some light colored parts on it. This camera doesn't do it any justice, but you can almost see a green or a light color. You want this to be mostly orange. Once you get down to the orange yellow part of it, that's the sweet part of it. If you leave this as it is, it's going to be bitter tasting. So you want to get any of the green and the white color off. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but that's kind of what you want. You want it to be orange all the way, or yellowish orange. I don't know the color, but anyway, you don't want any green or any light color on it whatsoever. Now we're going to cut this into cubes. Again, if you've never cut one of these, it's best to use a cleaver, guys, because it's easier to cut it this way. And just cut it in half, and then cut that in half, and then cut those in slices, and then cut those across. Alrighty, once those are nice and cut, just go ahead and put them in some boiling water for about 30 minutes. Give that a boil, and then go ahead and start and cut your potatoes. Now with these Yukon Gold potatoes, you really don't have to peel them, but for this dish we're going to, and then we're going to cut these just like we did the rutabaga. Now because we've got about 30 minutes to wait, we're going to put them in some water so that they won't start to turn brown or oxidize on us. Again, they're not going to go in until the 30 minutes is over with the rutabagas, and then you're still going to continue to cook them for 15 minutes with the rutabagas. Alrighty, after about 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add in our potatoes now, and we're going to bring that back up to a boil and let that cook for 15 minutes. Alrighty, y'all, it's been about 45 minutes here total for both the rutabaga and the potatoes. We've poured the water off here. Now we're going to start to season this baby up here. We're going to start off with some butter. And this is about 2 tablespoons of butter, y'all. We're just gonna cut them in small pieces here. Or that one's too wet now. That's too moist. We're gonna use a little bit of cream cheese here. And we're gonna use, I used this one on the last package that I had, so we're just gonna use the rest of this. And this is probably about 6 ounces of cream cheese. So we're just going to use the entire, usually I use half of it. Usually I use 4 ounces, but we're going to use 6 ounces of this one. We're going to use some sour cream, about the same amount, maybe about a half a cup here. Just going to grab some of that. Cream. Right, then we're gonna take some seasoning salt. Can y'all see? There we go. Take some seasoning salt, probably about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. We're gonna take some of our Italian dressing recipe mix. And it's not overly salty. So again, you may want to be a little bit liberal with the, or conservative with the salt. Then we're going to put a little bit of mustard in there. About a couple of tablespoons of mustard. I like mustard. Now, we're going to give that a mash. A little masher here first. Get everything all incorporated. And basically mash it until it's smooth. And I'm gonna come back here once I get it nice and smooth. All right, we got that nice and creamy here, y'all. Got it mixed in. Now you'll see some bigger chunks of the rutabaga in there. Now the potatoes, they really break up real easily in this dish right here, but you will see some little chunks of rutabaga. If you don't like the taste of rutabaga, you can do this same recipe with just the potatoes, but rutabaga just gives it a nice little flavor here. And then what are we going to do next? We're going to give it a taste. You got to taste it to make sure it's seasoned right, y'all. Here we go. Nice little spoonful. You want some? You want some? Here we go. That is on point. That doggone mustard in there, y'all. Lord have mercy. That's on point, y'all. So if you do this recipe like I just did it, you'll enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment on the video. Hit that little thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to join YouTube and pay for the account. You just hit that thumbs up. It really does send that algorithm out for more people to see these videos. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.